cake opoke, OPG opokon, Rexin na Sho madjozi, Mobeshe opokon.
Okay.
One more money with a one Bentley. Jimason, if you want plenty. Jimason, if you want plenty.
Aish.
Too much.
It's too much.
Afrobeats news people, guys, it's me Kelf and welcome back to Afrobeat News, your number one source of your Afrobeat entertainment and just coming at you. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe as well as turn on post notification and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and just coming at you. So guys, in case some of you are wondering about the clip I played, at the start of the video, what it is, that is the one and only Sho madjozi from South Africa, the South African singer, rapper, a media personality. She currently is in Nigeria, and it turns out that she linked up with the one and only Rexy on the beat. She intends to do maybe her own version of KPK, I don't know, or maybe just a remix of KPK. But guys, tell me, what do you think about her freestyle? What, the verse she was laying down, do you think that is a good verse? Do you think that would do justice to KPK? Most of you, if you've already heard the song, KPK is a very, very, good song. It's a street anthem right now, one of the best songs out of Nigeria currently. And yeah, you have, Sho madjozi, by the way, a great artist, by the way. Love her songs, great artist. But yeah, do you think a verse from that freestyle did justice to the song, or do you think that will work? Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about that, and let's move on to the next gist. In the next gist, you have a tweet from Burna Boy. Now, Burna Boy has come out to reveal what he intends his next album to feel like, what he wants his next album to represent. So it turns out Burna Boy is going to be releasing an album yearly now. So Burna Boy wants to put out a new album this year. Twice the Store album came last year, and of course before that, you have African Giant. So Burna Boy is coming up with a new album. Anyway, this is what he had to tweet about his new album that's going to come out very soon. He tweeted, "This next album, I need you to hear the pain in my voice, the pain of an outsider, forever marked by my skin, my past, and the place I come from. No matter how skilled I am or how honorable I prove myself." So guys, when I saw this tweet, to be honest with you guys, I think this was a very, very deep tweet. The tweet actually represent who Burna Boy is. We all know Burna Boy's journey into the music industry was not a smooth one. He wasn't one of those people that was from the jump seen as a mega star or bankable star. We know that his origins in the industry, he wasn't that accepted as a number one Nigerian artist. He had to stay years on the ground before he really got his shine. So this tweet, I felt, really represented Burna Boy, and everything that he had to say really felt deep. But unfortunately, as you guys expect, there are people out there that would just have to dig deep. So it turns out that maybe Davido's fan or Wizkid fans went out and they dug up this they did their research, and they realized that this particular tweet from Burna Boy came from an anime cartoon. So it came from an anime character. So this guy tweeted this. So Burna, they go sample this line from anime again. I know say Burna no wise will reach that level. This guy na afford. Anyway, guys, so it turns out that Burna Boy actually sampled this particular tweet from an anime character and all of that, and he did some changes, and that's just pretty much it. So honestly, when I realized that was the case, right, Burna Boy sampled it from an anime character, the only thing I was just thinking about is the fact that this anime cartoon must be really good. I swear to God, that was the only thing I was thinking about. I didn't even bother about the fact that, Burna Boy got inspired from an anime character and took the lines there. We all do that. I don't see the big deal in doing that. I mean, I've taken quotes from different sources, and that doesn't mean that the quote meant less or it did not speak to me. People resonate to things that feel deep to them. So if I say a particular line from a character or film or movie that speaks to me, I can take it and use it. So I don't know why some fans are just out there that won't let this artist rest. Whatever they do, they want to dig deep and find a way to embarrass them or say something negative. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about Burna Boy's album that's coming to up very soon. Do you think that the album will live up to the hype? Burna Boy is already hyping the album a lot. And talking about Burna Boy, it's a clip of Burna Boy in London working with grime artists. You know, those guys that they call roadmen. He's working with an artist in London, and this is a verse that he drops that pretty much took everybody by surprise. Like, you can see the whole studio just went from 0 to 100. Everybody was loving his verse on this particular joint I think that's working on. Here's the video, roll it.
Keep it cool if you're not really me, cause it's a sad thing for my enemies. Told them man it's on side any day, me set my eyes on them guys anyway. Break the quality, that's my policy. Right the billy, that's my policy. Them shit my family, I'm mistaken intentionally. Beat the bum thing, we gon' give it to them. Now let up my friend, give it to them. I will lie with your big
So guys, here, what do you think about this particular verse from Burna Boy, man? It seems like this song is going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and this is not even from a Nigerian song. This is from probably grime music or a London-based sound, and it seems like Burna Boy just keeps winning, man. This guy keep killing shit, like literally. Kilometer just came out and he's been doing madness out here, and now Burna Boy again with another feature where he's just killing the verse like crazy. So guys, moving on from that to something else, you have Davido, the one and only Davido. Now there's reports that Davido is now the first Afrobeat artist to surpass 1 million followers on Audiomack. Now this is coming at the right time because Davido of recent celebrated, you know, his 10th year in the industry, you know, and now you have this coming as well, another plaque to Davido's name, another credit to Davido's name, man. And guys, we need to take like our time and give Davido the respect that this guy deserves. This guy has been in the industry for over 10 years, and not as an up and coming artist, not, you know, as a struggling artist. This guy has been at the top, at the very pinnacle of Nigerian music industry for 10 years straight. The consistency alone is something that I think is unmatched. Like, nobody can challenge that except probably Wizkid. So guys, what do you think? Talking about Davido at 10, there's this particular story that Bovi, the comedian, in case you guys are not from Nigeria or in Africa and you don't know Bovi, just do your research. You realize that Bovi is a popular comedian from Nigeria. He recounted the story of Davido when he was, you know, just a fresh person in the industry, when he was still doing his thing, and doing like, and where Davido had an encounter with a DJ that wanted to sabotage his career. Now, I'm going to read exactly what Bovi wrote. And guys, disclaimer, this post is very, very long and it's very articulate as well. I have to say this. I didn't know that Bovi was a good writer. Bovi, you know, was very good in describing exactly what went down. Anyway, let me go on to read exactly what Bovi wrote concerning Davido's experience with a very disgruntled DJ. This is what he wrote. Davido walked into Coco Lounge with a few of his friends. Then the 30 billion gang was still in its embryonic stages, so the small venue could accommodate his entourage. Coco Lounge was the biggest comedy club by reputation, and Wednesdays were the best comedy nights. It was such a famous Wednesday, many artists came to perform their new hit songs just to market to the organic audience. If they vibed to your new song, the artist was sure that the song was going to be a hit. Damijuro had just dropped, so with Davido walking into the lounge, people were already excited. He walked through the ecstatic audience to the VIP section to take his seat while trying not to disturb the comedian that was on stage. We all sat to watch the show in anticipation of Davido's performance. The time came and he hit the stage. The atmosphere was friend-sized. Everyone was on their feet as the famous beats of the song gyrated the speakers. We were drunk and screaming. The girls lost their home training. The guys lost their manners. As everyone pranced and danced, the unthinkable happened. Unplug. The DJ set went off. The pissed off DJ deliberately switched it off. His gross was, Davido no greet am when he come. A miasma of anger filled the air. The audience went from happy to irate. Davido surprisingly was still begging this DJ, This was a room of about 45 loyal Wednesday customers eager to party, but one DJ said Davido no greet am. At Buchi the comedian, another famous comedian by the way in Nigeria, angrily instructed that the music came back on. They were ruining his club's reputation, he warned. The music started again, and as if it hadn't even started before, the hall exploded in ecstasy. One didn't need to be drugged to be caught up in this mood. Davido doubled his energy and his infection spread across the room. Then it happened again. The DJ unplugged his set again. There was this brief silence and then loud protests. Oga DJ was hell-bent on sabotaging the small boy who no get respect, and that was how the evening ended abruptly. I remember assuring the DJ that he'd be fired in the morning. Well, the most important part of the story is that Davido left and went on to become a superstar. Happy 10-year anniversary. So guys, yeah, this is Bovi, right, coming to recount Davido's experience climbing through the industry, moving to the pinnacle of the industry. And I think people need to take time to appreciate this thing, right? I don't want to start preaching, but I need to say this. Davido's rise in the Nigerian music industry, most people see it as a fluke. Most people see it that Davido bought his way, through the industry. And the only reason why he's at the point where he is because he was able to pay his way through because he comes from a wealthy family. But let's be honest, that is not the case. Davido had his own challenges, had a lot of challenges. And the thing was that Davido was perseverance, like Davido persevered, and he was also very gifted, and that can never be taken from Davido. An experience like this just makes you realize that Davido, you went through the normal stages of being, that artist that was the new guy in the game that people did not really want to see shine, and he made it. And another thing I have to say, right, is Bovi. This guy is very, very good. Like, I don't know, he's a good writer. Probably should consider a career in writing. He should become a poet or something. This guy, he literally wrote us a masterpiece, a very descriptive essay of Davido's encounter in a club called Coco Lounge. So guys, what do you think about this? Right? Very, very, very funny experience because coming from a comedian show. Anyway, moving on, you have the Tanzanian superstar, the one and only Diamond Platnumz. Now, Tanzanian, you guys should come and hold Diamond Platnumz. Diamond Platnumz is going off. This guy has finally gotten infected by the bling disease that's been spreading. Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, this guy has made it a norm that once you are an Afrobeat artist, once you're an Afrobeat sensation and you're popular, you need to start wearing your blings. You need to start wearing grills in your teeth. You need to start, wearing choke chains, blings, diamonds. You need to start wearing diamonds on your wrists. And I'm guessing Diamond has caused the fever because Diamond is out here flexing on us. This guy got the blings on his wrist, got the blings around his neck, got the blings in his teeth, got the blings around his pinky, his fingers and everything. Here is the clip. Roll it. Of the bling gang, let's play part of Blackbone's summer hit. That song, I really like that song. Alright guys, so guys, tell me what do you think about Diamond Platnumz. This guy is a show off right now. He's showing us his diamonds. The symbol of Africa is showing us his diamonds, man. Guy out here looking fresh. Anyway, moving on to another news. This is a bit sad, man. Is Sultan, right? Sultan currently is been hospitalized in the US. Now, reports came out that he was diagnosed with cancer. Specifically, certain blogs had said carrying it around that he was diagnosed with throat cancer. However, that has been debunked. His brother came out and said that it wasn't throat cancer, that he's in the US and is receiving treatment and he's recuperating very fine, that he's not really sick of throat cancer. So guys, right now I would say it's unclear exactly what is wrong with him. We don't even know if it's cancer for sure, but one thing we know is that he's sick. He's he's in the hospital, and this guy is a legend in the Nigerian music industry. So we all need to know that, you know, if we lose him, we lose a pioneer of the Afrobeat music industry. So we need to put him in our prayers and show that we care by sending him some well wishes and everything. Moving on from Sultan to another legend in the game, man, Bado, the number one Olamide, the number one street king. Now, Olamide recently took a picture that I feel just looks very gangsterish. I don't know. In this picture, it looks like a mugshot. And it made Olamide look like that kind of like typical bad boy, like that El Chapeau kind of guy, you know, that drug dealer kind of, giving that bad look, that like I'm a bad guy kind of look. I don't know if you guys see it. I'm personally, I just feel like, you know, the way Olamide looks right now, hair unkept, I don't care look, with a tattoo on his face. I know he's had a tattoo for a long time, but right now with this picture and everything that's going on around, it just, Olamide looks like a really, really bad MF that you don't want to mess with. Anyway, it turns out Olamide will be dropping new music come May 14th, which is tomorrow, so you guys should anticipate that. The Street King is here, man. Olamide Bado. Anyway, moving on from the legend Olamide and to a legendary icon that will never die, you know, the one and only Fela Kuti. Now, you guys know that Fela Kuti was among the people that was listed to be inducted into the American Hall of Fame, right? So there was this that was going on, right? This full thing that was going on, where there was a list of artists that had the opportunity to be inducted into the American Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was open to the public to vote for their favorite artist that is deemed worthy to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Nigerians have been going hard for that. Nigerians have been voting Fela non-stop because, you know, personally, we want to see Afrobeat music at that point. We want to see Fela be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because this guy is a pioneer. This guy literally created a genre of music known as Afrobeat music that is currently feeding a lot of people right now. So, anyway, yeah, so like I said, when it first came out that Fela has a possibility of being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you know, a lot of people went out of their way to promote and support Fela openly. You have people like Don Jazzy, Banky W, Peruzzi, and Burna Boy, you know, Femi Kuti, Sean Kuti, many of them, so, you know, openly, many Nigerian celebrities openly came out to support Fela, you know, but it turns out that Fela isn't going to be inducted because despite the fact that Nigerians voted in masses and hashtag Fela was trending, the committee that's responsible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they had a separate vote that decided who was going to go on to become the inductee, and it's very sad that Fela wasn't one of those that were chosen. Anyway, Femi Kuti, you know, Fela's son, has come out to react to the committee's decision not to include Fela as the inductee for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is what he tweeted. He tweeted, "Meanwhile, hashtag Fela is the chief Onile Orisha of our shrine." He went on to tweet, "Apparently, there's another vote only members can take part in, and that's what counts. So they kind of wasted our precious time. The positive side is hashtag Fela was trending, and many who never heard of him got to hear his music and his story." So guys, yeah, very frustrating that, you know, Fela wasn't inducted after all. But yeah, like Femi Kuti said, the positive side is that hashtag Fela was trending and people got to discover his music. And guys, let's just move on because honestly, I'm a bit pissed. I won't lie. Moving on, you have Mayor Kun. Now, Mayor Kun is just winning. This guy is winning, you know. In case you guys don't know, Mayor Kun recently bagged a major endorsement deal with Hennessy. Now, this endorsement deal involved Mayor Kun receiving about 50 million naira monthly. It's a brand deal, sponsorship and all of that, so it's just mega. It's looking like Mayor Kun will be eating big this year. Lucrative deal for Mayor Kun. These are pictures of him, you know, with the brand ambassadors and everything. just snapping and looking. Just look at his face. The guy is smiling because the guy knows that millions of dollars is coming to his account. Anyway, moving on from that news to another. You have the Nigerian born actor, musician, and I don't know, social media influencer, I guess, Rotimi. In case you guys don't know who Rotimi is, go and watch Power by 50 Cent. Now Rotimi is out here, and this guy now, it turns out that he's not a pastor. This guy is quoting all Bible verse. This is what he quotes. He quoted Proverbs 31 verse 10, which reads, right, a good woman is hard to find and worth far more than diamonds. Now, in case you guys are wondering, when did Rotimi become a pastor? He became a pastor ever since he met the one and only Vanessa Mdee. You guys should know Vanessa Mdee is a Tanzanian born musician and media personality, just one of those beautiful queens out in Africa, and he met her, and I guess he's now drunk in love, and this guy now feels like he's a pastor. He could come out here and start quoting Bible verse. Anyway, that's what he quoted, and here's a picture of this loving couple, Vanessa Mdee and the one and only Rotimi. What do you guys think about this adorable couple? Don't you guys just love to see love in the air? So guys, that's pretty much it, and this is where I'm going to end it for you guys today. I really had fun today, guys. I really had fun. I'm actually looking for extra news just to stay up on this, but guys, I'm going to have to end it today. I'm going to have to end it here today, and stay tuned for more just coming at you. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe as well as post notification. I'm out now though. Peace.